This is the story of the super force of space explorers. Light the fires, Valhalla! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Late Show here on Mornings of Mischief. Although it's not the morning, it's the evening, and it is the Late Show. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me tonight is this wonderful panel of characters that are here to hang out, chew bubblegum, kick ass, and we are all out of bubblegum. And this thing is heavy, so I'm not going to keep it sitting here all night long. I just wanted to be like, you know what, Loki? Yeah, I feel like a Tuscan Raider. So I'm gonna put that down.
Wonder what happens if you mess up your intro and do the other way around, as in kick bubblegum and chew ass. Would it be more appropriate for Friday nights?
What the hell? That's stupid.
I hate getting bubble gum on my shoes, so that's just right out.
We gotta get the puppets together here. I messed all this up.
Hey, happy birthday, Punkwaddle. I
happy birthday.
Earlier, but now you say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Punk.
Happy birthday, Sheriff. The little sheriff that could.
Yeah, Punk Law is in town.
I just call him Punk.
Yeah.
Dave Bob was feisty in my chat earlier. I mean, this boy,
I know.
I tell you what, he was going off.
Yeah.
I'm always feisty.
Yeah, you didn't know that about Dave Bob? Dave Bob's always feisty and getting into a ruckus and a roostering and a hollering.
Maybe I just didn't know.
That's what happens when you take two of those blue pills instead of just one.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Chew ass and kick bubblegum. Is that too far? No, literally no one. No. And how you doing over on Rumble? Good evening. Let me good evening over there because I didn't do that.
All right. First, I got to be the first one to say it. Congratulations, Loki, on hitting 3K.
Yeah.
Oh,
And how did you do it? Because me and you are usually around the same, and you just pew right past me
It
all of a sudden. I'm like,
happened
what
very
happened?
suddenly.
okay.
Who boosted you? Who gave you the reach around? And I want to know
Yeah.
who gave you the back kisses.
Okay, so okay. So there's been a couple people shouting me out lately. PJ over at Orbital Nation's been doing it. Tom did a raid last night. And I
Nice.
think that's what dipped us over the edge because we were talking Ghostbusters stuff. And I've got you guys love Ghostbusters. Give me just a second.
Yeah. Well, except for 2016.
I came prepared for that option. I didn't know you talked about Ghostbusters, but I've got something
sweet.
special for
So
you.
that is Tobin's Spirit Guide. And that has all kinds of cool stuff. There's the Scaleri brothers.
Nice.
It's got complete bios on every ghost, ghoul, goblin. Let me see here. And the best, there's two ones I absolutely love. That's the cabbie from the first movie when he's like, I need to get to LaGuardia now. And he's like, yeah.
Thursday nights.
Right. Thursday nights with the Dega. And then the other one I love, he has never looked this evil. Give me 1 second that is a badass rendition of Slimer.
Yeah.
Dang.
The Green Goblin. So it's got bios, full page bios on every single ghost, plus stuff you've never seen before, plus stuff from the video game. Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Well, shout out to Tom because he did the same thing to me a couple months ago, I remember, and I got a nice little surge too. So Tom over at Midnight's Edge, he's one of them channels that still looks out for the small guy,
for sure.
So show him love if you ever run across him because he really is he's just humble as fuck. So much love. Hopefully he pops in tonight.
Bomb.
Yeah. Hopefully he pops in tonight. His music video that he made for me is going nuts. People
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I made
absolutely.
the video, but he made the song. But yeah, it's great. Yep.
Squeaker says, "Hi, Mephisto."
Hi. I just wanna give you something special because you talked about Ghostbusters, and I kind of leaned into what we discussed. We kind of leaned into what we kind of discussed in the DMs and why am I actually here. First of all, I had a great vacation. I had like a 2.5, almost 3 weeks in the entire United States, and those who follow me, and I know Loki, you follow me, so you saw all the pictures I sent out.
Oh yeah.
Reacted to them or didn't react to them. I'm pretty sure you watched them and you're like, damn. And a few people either told me or DM'd me. I don't even remember now. It's like, damn, dude, you did a lot. Yeah, we did quite a bit.
You gotta soak that trip in, and you gotta get it in and get as much in as possible when you do stuff like that. Like when we went to Florida to get married, we did everything. Like we were in the Keys, we did the islands, we did boat trips, it was like bam, 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 bam. The only time we rested was the day after the wedding and the day after that. Yeah. And that we weren't really resting. We were just, never mind. Anyway, yeah. After everything else, we were constantly going. We stopped in Miami. We were at Universal, and we were constantly going. Once we got to Universal, we wanted to see everything. So yeah, you get as much into that trip as possible.
Yeah, for sure. So when we kind of set it up, to
speak of the devil, devil just walked in.
Dude, Tom, that fucking video you edited was superb. And I did say in the chat, I was on when he did the premiere, and I was like, dude, I don't even like Godzilla and Kong, and this is amazing. This is incredible. And should go to his channel, or not his channel, but go to Midnight's Edge After Dark and watch it. It's fantastic. But yeah, I was like, I'm going to New York. I told my wife, look, I don't ask for anything. I don't want anything. I just want to hit these spots that I have to be in. This is like my childhood. I have to be there. I just need a picture. I just need to see it. I need to smell it. And I don't need anything else. I don't need no shopping. I don't need no extra
did you
gifts,
lick
no
it?
nothing. No, I couldn't.
Oh.
I'll tell you why. And never mind. So one of the things is going to ladder 8. It is hidden sort of away. It's close to Chinatown, but not really close to Chinatown. And it's a working station. So it used to not work for a while. Then they refurbished it. I think it's after 9/11 that they fully refurbished it. And since then they refurbished it again, adding in the sign. Because when they refurbished it the first time, there was no Ghostbuster sign. And I think it was somebody told me in my comment section somewhere that they refurbished it in 2016 or 18. Maybe before the movie, the bad movie, they just added in the sign. If you Google it, I think you get like 2 different pictures. One of them is before they added the sign, and another one where they added the sign, but not like this picture. This picture is more like the first movie, and there's one where it's splat. It's just above where it says ladder 8, and it's a little bit smaller. But yeah, that's one place. The other place is this. This is
the hotel or the apartments. Yeah.
This is, by the way, this is on Google Maps. It said Spook Central. All right. So spooky ghosts. Don't conflate with the other stuff. But this actually surprised me because I thought the church was not actually there. I thought it was some sort of a composite. And it's there.
No, that was the top of the building. That was the top of the building was a composite.
The top of the building is, I knew that it wasn't there. It was a composite, but I didn't know the church was there. By the way, you don't see it from this picture, but at the back of the church, you know what flag is up? The trans flag. I have a picture. I don't have it right now, but I have a picture that my wife took from the side, from where the actual State Puff actually stepped on it and went into the building. But it's a sort of a different angle that you don't see in the movie.
Really quick, I want to give a shout out to Keith and I want to give a shout out to Keith and Jagiri over at Pop Culture Minefield. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to them, make sure you're subscribed. Ring that bell for all their content. Huge shout out. These guys have been hanging out in Valhalla forever. I met Keith a long time ago, years ago in Springfield, Mo. These are 2 great guys. They kick ass. They take names. They chew bubblegum. Thank you. He's not on tonight, but they're watching from the house. Thank you, brother, so very much. Thank you for everything you do. All of you. Mary's Game Room, Squeak Mouse, Akimi Mara. I got to meet Akimi in Dallas at Valhalla Con. Absolutely wonderful. I hope we get to hang out again this year. Psychodorp 9 was there. Mr. CCDB. So many wonderful people came out and hung out. DJ Ronnie G, obviously Mexican Iron Man. But so many wonderful people came out. Dave Bob and his wonderful wife came out and blew stuff up with us at the gun range. You guys have done so very much. And this is such an awesome family. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tom, for what you did with me and Adega. Adega said people were subscribing to his channel last night. And hopefully he sold some books because he's just got so many wonderful things. And Adega has been my brother from another mother from the very get-go. Shortly after I started, we got introduced together and we just had a blast burning down buildings and kicking doors down and just got to hang out so much. Darth Arlena, we got to hang out at ICC Con. We've been chilling together for a while, and got so many wonderful people. Thank you guys. You guys are responsible for tonight. You guys are responsible for us hanging out tonight, for the celebration tonight. Thank you so very much.
And
Don't forget Mackinac.
The next station is Pleasant Hill Contra Costa Center.
Mackinac.
What the hell?
Sounds like I'm back in New York.
He's on the subway.
He's not.
right now.
He's not there. But yeah. And the third spot had to be like the library. You had to be next to the lion. By the way, I went into the library. That library is legitimately the stupidest place I've ever been. It's really dumb because it's an active library, and where you have actual books that look like a library, you can't go into because it serves like students and stuff. So you're not allowed to go in there.
Well, the really cool story about the ghost at the beginning of the first Ghostbusters movie, when they go into the library, she disappeared in the 1920s. No one ever knew what happened to her. And they had little weird occurrences like cold and people being told shh when no one was around. And it wasn't until after they went back, because they go back, you never see that in the movie, they go back and catch her, that they find her body in the catacombs underneath a library in New York. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The story of her, if you guys can get that book, that I showed you, that's an absolutely wonderful book. Completely crazy.
So like you can't go into that big room with all the desks where they were checking on that old lady.
No, it's there, but you can't go in there. There's when I was there was a little Asian lady, like a young Asian lady, and there's a big sign that says not allowed to the public unless it's a student. So it's a bit convoluted. If you have a student card, you can go into the library where it's, there's tons of books and you can do research and everything. And it looks amazing.
Library that's not public.
You can only peek through the door. If you're like the general public and you just want to see and like want to admire the library, you can't do that. You can admire the building, but it's mostly like closed doors. And I have another shot, but I haven't downloaded yet. I'll share my screen in a second. There's an old-timey phone booth in there, which was hilarious. There it is.
Does it work? Does the phone booth work? No.
It's just for show, but... Oh, hold on. Shit. I got out of it. Hold on.
That don't make much sense, having a public library that's not public.
Well, everything else is public, but like all the doors are closed and it says like in session or in like research, and everything is locked down to oblivion. But I like this thing where my daughter photobombed me. Like I asked her not to be there, but she fucking, it is what it is, right?
Right.
So it's fun things like this. So we've done like everything that you can do in New York. I had lots of pictures, but I came on and I talked to Loki about this because I wanted to bring some positivity from my vacation, because I started my vacation in LA and my wife was like, first of all, LA was rainy for a couple of days, which was very, very odd, especially in April.
Yeah, I mean, it is hell,
And I expected to see like the worst of the worst. And the only bad shit I've seen in LA is actually in the Hollywood Boulevard, where you've got like the Walk of Fame and stuff.
Nobody tell Latino Slant I said that. Shh.
That's the only kind of rotten, shitty place where we saw a little bit more of like beggars and homeless people and that sort of thing. Most of the time it was pretty clean, but remember, we went to like Universal, so we stayed near Universal in what they designate as Universal City, but it's like an Airbnb, so it's a private home. So you don't really get the feel of like downtown LA or Skid Row or that sort of thing. And I was expecting a lot of homeless people under underpasses and stuff. There were some, but not as like massive thing. And the one thing, like I said, my wife dragged me to Santa Monica to go see the Santa Monica Pier. The whole point is she wanted to, well, we're starting in the west side and we're moving to the east side. So we're going to touch the Pacific and then we're going to touch the Atlantic, which we did, which was kind of a, it's a memorable thing to do in a trip. But I was like afraid that Santa Monica would be filled with homeless people, like filled. And it was pretty clean, surprisingly so. My wife actually wanted me to do the Baywatch thing because it was the Baywatch beach right next to Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted me to do the Baywatch run. And I was like, it's fucking dreary out here. I'm not going to take off my clothes. It's fucking, it's 50. Like, it's 55. I'm not going to take off my clothes and run in this fucking weather. Fuck off.
The water's cold as shit, too.
No, not in the water. Like, run on the beach and do the, like, fake Hasselhoff shit. That's what you wanted for some reason. But whatever.
No, I'm just saying the water is cold as shit. You don't think that. Nobody ever thinks that. They go out to California for the first time and they're like, yeah, oh shit. Yeah. All that water's coming down from Alaska. It's cold.
It's cold. But it's a fun little thing. But after we kind of left Universal and did the Universal, the park, this is back to New York. I had to do this.
Yeah,
I had
big.
to go to the big
FAO
store,
Schwartz.
FAO Schwartz, and do this. This is fucking.
I
was surprised it was still there. Actually,
of course it's still there. It's like everybody wants to do that.
it draws you to the store, but the store actually sells like stupid like Funko Pops and.
Yeah, they don't have the cool shit like they used to.
Magic
anymore.
Trick toys and Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear is fucking huge for them. It's huge business for them, the Build-A-Bear shit. But yeah, it's
not
really
the same.
Old-timey. It really is adapted. It doesn't really have the toys that you expect. They don't sell Nerf guns or anything.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. They don't sell any of the cool shit like that anymore.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, huge thank you to everybody. New people, old people, Valhalla, newbies in Valhalla, old people in Valhalla. Deborah Cohen, thank you so very much for being here. Awesome one. What is up, brother? So many great people, so many wonderful people that have come in, that have hung out with us, that listen to us every morning, that hang out in the chat, that hop up here, DJ Ronnie G. So many great people. Even Taylor Swift is greater than Disney, Star Wars, and the MCU or Doctor Who. So many great people, so many wonderful people that have hung out here, that have contributed. Those, man, you guys make this place what it is, week in, week out. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And then you've got the brothers and the sisters that come up here. You've got Snowdub, you've got Punkwaddle, you've got Rudolph, you've got Machini, you've got Daybob, Sister Arwen Avalon, who was mysteriously absent. I had something. I had something to play for you to embarrass the shit out of you tonight, and she's mysteriously absent.
I know, and that's why Shellback decided to let me come on here. He's like, I know I'm usually on here, but not. You can go on there tonight, Rudolph, and because he knows that it'd be like a real treat for me to be like on stream with that lovely redhead. So, and she ain't here.
She ain't here. So many wonderful people. Squeak a Mouse, Mary's Game Room. My buddy Zero, who I've known for the past like 15 years, who's an absolutely great guy who co-hosts with me on Mondays. This guy right here, this fella, holy crap. I don't even know if I have Where is it? Where is it? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I feel like I'm at a test and I'm not ready.
Wow. Well, I think I got to do something.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Can't you see this pain inside of me? You got me on my knees, begging please. Over 1,000 times I feel left behind. I know this tingling is so much smaller than mine. I can't take it no more. What you fucking my brother for? He's no good for you, it's true. I love you so much, can't you see? What you fucking my brother for instead of me?
Is that the next musical?
How can you do this to me? Baby, pretty sure he's got cooties. Man, it's so bad. Fucking I thought it couldn't get any worse than you fucking my dad. My mama don't understand why you even want your hand, but I love you to my core. See what you
Our grandparents just listen to it.
Yeah, it's classic.
I thought it couldn't get any worse than you fucking my dad. My mama don't understand why I even want your hand, but I love you to my core. Can't see what you fucking my brother for.
Classic.
PJ over to Orb Nation throws in a $5 super sticker, and it's a pair and says, keep it up, Loki. PJ, if you want to hop in here, you got an invite over on Twitter. It's up to you. Don't feel like you have to, but if you want to, by all means, brother, get up here.
You know, that song, you know, it had a pretty good beat, you know, and I could dance to it, but I'm not sure about the lyrics.
Not something
you'll
you
have that.
I mean, it kind of sounds like maybe they might have used that song on the new Chucky.
Or an alternative song to Happy Days or something.
Me and Tom were actually gonna do like a show reviewing Chucky in the beginning, and then I think season 1, but I tuned out season 1. I don't know if you remember that, Tom, but I was just like,
I got through season 2 and then I was done.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
Well, and for context, I guess the scene in question that everybody's talking about, that's actually his other boyfriend in the Chucky doll, by the way. So
I don't
it's
know if
not
that
as
makes
bad as we
better or
think,
worse.
but, well, I think it makes it a little better because it's like, okay, with context, it makes a little more sense. But that's still my issue when we got to season 2 was I didn't have such an issue with the gay stuff in the first season because it was like, okay, we're gay, okay, and we're dealing with Chucky. Now we're just dealing with Chucky. That first episode of the second season is all about their relationship, and I'm like, man, I just want to see Chucky kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, who do we lose?
Did we lose somebody? Magane, he probably hit a stop on his, or he's walking to his car. Because it cuts in and out when he's walking to his car. Squeak a Mouse, thank you so much for the $20 super chats. He says, congrats and thank you for the awesome content. Thank you, sweetheart, for being a wonderful, wonderful person. It's not just about, you know, what you throw out there. I'm very appreciative of what you do, but thank you for being an awesome person. You absolutely rock.
Yep, we're lucky to have Squeaka. She's something special, and it's awesome when she does get to come and hang out with us. We always
That's right.
Possibly.
Huh? I think Dave Bob heard me wrong. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Turn up your hearing aids, Bob.
Yeah.
I'd be careful. He's got a lot of guns and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with a Mexican
Get
Irish.
off my lawn.
He's got an arsenal too.
It's okay if you come prepared, and he, if he's all grumpy and waving his guns around, you just, as long as you got like a cup of tapioca to wave in front of him, he'd be like, it's all good.
No. See, there's a big difference between Mike's stash of weaponry, which is like a closet. You open that up. It's kind of like on John Wick when you open the closet and there's
With mine, it's a goddamn cavern.
Okay, this guy right here, it's like Burt Gomer in Tremors. You go down to the basement and it's a wall of it's walls. Every bit of wall has a rack on it with something. So
it's like
there is a difference.
Like a wine cellar, but there's no wine.
Yeah, just weapons. Oh crap! What do we got here?
This is El Capitan in
Yeah,
Yosemite.
from Star Trek V.
Dude, this, like I said, some places had to be photographed. Otherwise, I was just enjoying everything. I enjoyed the fucking 8-hour drive that I had to do from Los Angeles to Fresno because my wife wanted seriously to drive through the Pacific Coast Highway. So we drove some of it because some of it was actually closed. But if you look at the map, it's instead of just going up north from LA to Fresno, which is about 3 hours, we drove through Malibu down to Pacific Coast Highway and then up back again towards Fresno. So that you know what? I'm not used to driving like 8-9 hours, but that wasn't really bad. And then waking up a morning after and did like an 1.5-hour drive to watch this. This is just incredible. Like
it's worth it.
I know I talked to Tom before I went, and he told me that he's never been into places where I told him I'm going to be. And it's a real shame. Like, you guys have a really beautiful country. If you make time. I know it takes a lot of money. I know it takes a lot of money to do these travels, but take some time, save some, and spend the time and go enjoy your country because it's fucking beautiful. Now I don't have a lot of pictures here because this is from my WhatsApp and it's literally just tapping into what my wife sent in my WhatsApp. So I don't have the Sequoia National Park, but a day later, before driving to Vegas, we went to Sequoia National Park, which was kind of half closed because of too much snow and mudslides and shit. But we got to see the sequoia trees, not the biggest one, not General Sherman, but General Grant, which is the third biggest tree in the world. It's fucking phenomenal. Now, I don't expect my kids to appreciate it now, but then when they grow older, they can say, well, we've seen the sequoias and we've been to Yosemite Park and we've been to we went to the Grand Canyon, which is you see it in pictures and it looks amazing, but then you actually there and see 2 different helicopters go down inside the canyon, and you're like, wow, that looks like a small bird compared to what it's in front of me. It's insane.
Brandon, the anime guy, just popped in chat and he says, holy cow. Yes, that is Mephisto's movie reviews in front of El Capitan.
Yeah.
Now what's El Capitan? I mean, what was that in? Was that in a movie?
Star Trek V.
It was
That's
Star
the
Trek.
one Kirk takes a nosedive off of.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just the entire view. If you leave it alone, just look at the view. There's waterfalls everywhere, and there were some tracking trails that you can go on by foot, or you can just rent a bike. There's like camping areas where you can camp by yourself, and there are separate areas if you want to come with an RV. So you like get in, park your RV, hook up to the like electrical system and sewage and everything, and you can actually stay there with your RV. And there are lodges there. So anyone who wants to go to the park and just go and spend a couple of days there, maybe more, there are those options. For me, we didn't have a lot of time, so what we did was just get on our car and just move around. There's a big car trail, which is about, I don't know, 12 miles, 11, maybe 11 miles just with the car. And we just did a slow moving, it's just one direction. It goes around and it goes through all the trails. And you just, every once in a while, we just stopped and just went to like this river where it's melted snow water. It's clear as fuck. It's clear as fuck. And it's even when it's not, when it's a little bit more rapid, it's completely clear. There's no mud. There's no nothing. There's no gunk in the water. Nothing. It's incredible. And whatever we've got over here, you can never get that. You can never get that. And it's a great experience. We got a little bit, a little bit of city and a little bit of the outdoors in the same trip. And it was, one day this and then one day that. So we went from Yosemite and Sequoia Park to Vegas, like the Strip, which is no place for kids. Let me tell you that much. It is no place for kids. We saw only 2 pairs of titties. That's it. Otherwise, we actually used Las Vegas as a base to use that to drive to Grand Canyon, which was about an hour 40-ish.
When you were in Vegas and you were walking down like the main strip where the Golden Nugget is and all that, how bad was the smell of pot and
everywhere?
Dude,
Everywhere.
I was like,
everywhere.
Damn, it's dank. And it's like every other corner there's a dispensary.
It's everywhere. Now the
Snowdub, Ords was in heaven, dude. He was like, "Is that purple sticky punch?" And boom, he was off. And then we'd walk a little further, and he'd be like, "Is that Golden Dragon Primo?" And boom, he did.
Yeah, going back to the Ghostbusters conversation for just a minute. My kid is like, his idol is Bill Murray. And he shows up in the most random fucking places. And he was at a Cubs game the other night where he was riding back on a bus or like the tram or something, just a group full of random people. And I'm like, how am I going to figure out where to be and when to get a chance to meet Bill Murray? And so the Snow Kid can meet his favorite celebrity. And it's like, he doesn't do cons, I don't think. I don't think he does that kind of shit.
No, he doesn't.
He just ran. I've heard he's even walked into people's houses in the middle of a party and started doing the fucking dishes. This is a true story about Bill Murray.
Yeah.
He's so random.
Wow.
So he stepped into wedding photos in the middle. Yeah, I mean, like they were shooting wedding photos on the middle of the street, and he just walks up.
I've got a great segue.
I mean,
segue.
If anybody out there knows how I can
crazy,
find Bill
man.
Murray, let me know.
That's crazy.
Before we get there, big shout out to our brother, Mexican Iron Man, because man, bro, I wouldn't be here without you, brother. I don't know if you're watching right now. I don't know if you're watching the replay, but me and Mike go way back to the very beginning. And when I was I'm looking at living in my car, Mike was there, and he was an absolute brother, and he kept me from being homeless. He kept me from being homeless. He kept me from living in my car, and I would not be here without him today. So just for Mike, we're throwing this one out, brother, just for you. Skol! saw the transformation there yourselves, people. It went from fat diabetic Mike that was drinking Fanta to I'm jumping out of girls' windows, primo Mike in shape, ready for the triathlon. So big skull for Mike. Thank you, brother. I wouldn't be here without you. So many. I can't thank enough people. I can't thank people enough. People like Mike, people like Machni, people like Adega, Snowdub, Tom, Mephisto, so many wonderful people out there. Pops! Dude, I can't believe I didn't think about Pops. Ironcaster on Pops, I want to tell you. Ironcaster is the young culture casino. Okay? So Ironcaster one day is going to level up and like Holy Dukin or something into Culture Casino. You will see him transform and go Kodokin into a Culture Casino. Pops is absolutely great. He's going to be going on vacation soon, and me and Adega are going to be doing Karate Kid with Ironcaster, and hopefully Squeakle will be there. Squeakle, we really would love to have you there. I hope you can make it. If you can, I understand, but I hope you can make it. No hard feelings if you can't. But so many wonderful movies, so many good times, so much shared, so much positivity. I mean, Mephisto was talking about, keeping it positive and rolling that into everything and not being negative. There is a time to be like, what the hell? And there's a time to gather together and talk about all the good stuff we've experienced. I know everybody's pissed at PlayStation right now. Everybody's covering that. But everybody's covering that. So why do I want to come on here and for 2 hours at 10 o'clock at night and talk about how crappy PlayStation is? I don't. I'm not trying to cover PlayStation. I'm not backing up PlayStation. I just don't want to. I don't want to sit here and just be miserable talking about miserable crap for 2 hours. I want to have a good time. I want to share the good times with my friends, my brothers, Valhalla, my brothers and sisters here. Eris, who is in the other room right now doing God knows what, because she's like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna decorate, and I'm gonna make this. And I mean, if you guys saw this place and what it has turned into from what it was, this was, man, there was just shit. There was boxes. There were records everywhere, and now, I mean, it's just completely transformed into a cool place to do this stuff. And the walls are, I want to show you guys something real quick. We're going to, hopefully there's enough light. I want to show you guys something. Look at this. Blade Runner. That is an original. That is older than my children. That is from the year that movie came out. That is one of the only posters. I've got that and a Street Fighter poster that was for the championship edition that I got at the exact same time. Those two posters have been kept in cardboard sleeves for the last 30 freaking years.
Dang.
Okay? Ever since I moved out of my parents' house, those have been kept in cardboard sleeves and protected. We got Deep Space Nine. That is a promo poster from the year Deep Space Nine came out. That is a promo poster from the year Deep Space Nine come out. We got Blade Runner, which is an old one though, and we got Tombstone, and then the coup de grace. This is something that I absolutely positively love. That is signed by Val Kilmer. It says, I got 2 guns, 1 for each of you. It is from Tombstone. And that was a wedding gift from my beautiful wife, Heiress of Chaos. So and just, man, it's totally different. That came from a Deg Outlaw, and it works. I just don't have the button thing on me right now. It works. It turns on. It functions. It's plugged in. I just don't have I don't have the controller sitting here, and I'm gonna put this stupid thing back. But this is all thanks to my beautiful wife who kicks ass and takes names, Heiress of Chaos. And why is she?
I've got a Bill Murray segue, and I want to do it before Tom leaves.
Oh, okay, sure. Here we go.
This was, if you can guess.
I don't know if Tom's still here. Tom, are you still here?
He's probably like eating his dinner or something. Oh, never mind. Anyway, this is the Scrooge taxi with the.
I'm here, but I'm going to be leaving soon. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Scrooge taxi because this is the car museum in Las Vegas, which was disappointingly filled with just reproductions. But this is the Scrooge taxi of the the Ghost of Christmas Past. It's surprisingly well preserved, but it's one of the few items that are like from the movie that they took it in. There's a few more like the beaten down, broken down Hangover Mercedes because it went through a lot.
Oh, you went to that's right. You went to the car museum. I saw this. I saw these.
The
not all these, but I saw you were at the car museum.
Yeah, the Lotus Esprit, which again, these are all like reproductions.
The OCP cop car. That's what I saw.
Yeah, the OCP cop car as well. The Batman Returns, not the original Batman car, but this is one is from the Batman Returns, and the OCP car. It was legit. This was a legit car.
So there was a guy named Ethan Banst, or not Ethan Banst, but Jesus Christ. There was a guy, Russ Martin, who did a morning radio show in Fort Worth and Dallas, and he had he had every Batman, he had every Batmobile, and they all worked, so he could drive them all, whether they were the original, the old school one. The one from the 89 Batman Returns, he had every single Batmobile and they all functioned.
Now, I talked to the guy who runs this thing, and it also says in the sign where you don't see the sign from this angle, but it said the Batman 66 had 4 of these cars made for the show. They had one of the 4 that they made for the show, but they had to take it like the private collector had it there. They had to like make a replica of one. And there's the bat bike right behind it. I didn't have to take a picture of it, but it's right behind it. If you can, I can't really zoom in this thing, but you can barely see it right there where the thing is.
Is that the one from Dark Knight?
No. It's the 66.
Oh, it's the 66 Bat bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
66 Bat bike. I'm not sure a replica of the not Cagney and Lacey. God
Bonnie
damn it.
and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde shoot up a car.
So I went to school in South Houston, and my football coach had one of their cars that he was restoring, and they didn't want him to remove the bullet holes. They were like, we want you to restore the engine. We want you to make it shine. We want you to do all the work, but leave the bullet holes where they are. So I got to see him work on that while I was growing up. And I was playing football for him because I'd always go over to his house and hang out. But he worked on all kinds of special cars like these.
Yeah, they had the 2 versions of the kit car. You had this version, which was the like original. It's a replica again. Original version, and you've also got souped up version where it opens up with the flaps and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pursuit mode, super pursuit mode version.
Super pursuit mode.
Yeah, and that's about it. To tell you the absolute truth, wasn't a very thrilling museum. Mostly the only like original stuff that was there was in the back room. It was the Liberace like Armada, half of the Armada or whatever. There were working cars, but they separate them by if you saw, I was really close to the other cars. To the Liberace cars, you couldn't even get near, and those are disgustingly they're so blinged out. It's insane. They used to be good looking. Now they're awful. They look like the man himself. After all the operations, of course. But they they were so disgusting how they ruined really good like Cadillacs and stuff and really old cars. But they were working cars, and they were the only
Right.
basically the only
Not replicas.
non-production ones. Yeah,
Not replicas and such like that.
yeah, there were loaners from the collector. But they had the
There we
T2 bike, which I don't have a picture here, but they had the T2 bike replica. They had the DeLorean replica, which was again disappointing because it wasn't the original Back to the Future 1. It was the Back to the Future 3. So they had the 50s wheels, and they had the front on the engine. They had the front kind of circuitry that they put on to get from 1955 to 1895 or 1885.
Are y'all ever going to plan another trip back to the States?
I want to.
Okay, if you do, plan a trip through a place called Branson, Missouri. Okay, they have 2 different car museums in Branson, Missouri, and these are all authentic. There is no replicas. There is no remakes. They've got the Scooby-Doo van. They've got the Jurassic Park Explorers. They've got Jurassic Park Jeeps. They've got Dukes of Hazzard. They've got the General Lee, actual General Lee that was used in the show. They've got Knight Rider. They've all of it's authentic, all of it's certified, all of it's there for you to. And there's a ton of shit there to do with your kids. They've got Silver Dollar City. They've got the Strip. You can do shows. They've got shows like they've got Michael Jackson shows and the Blues Brothers and all that. Of course, those aren't authentic.
Yeah.
But they've got a ton of shows you can go to, ton of stuff to do with the kids, and they've got 2 badass car museums. They've got the one that's all movies and movie stuff, and then they've got the other one that's like, oh yeah, we've got a car from the 20s. We've got Lamborghinis. They've got a McLaren F1. They've got all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, we did see quite a few Lambos in Las Vegas, and we saw Porsche. Like there was a guy at a Target parking garage with a souped up like a Fast and Furious kind of car. It's not from Fast and Furious, but a Fast and Furious kind of car, a Porsche with like wings and whatever the fuck he did to it.
It's probably a GTR too.
Whatever it was, and a ton of Corvettes. But yeah, if you can share one last picture, like from the Grand Canyon, which was like this was. It's just there's something to behold when you're like, okay, I've seen it in movies, and then you're standing there and you're like, holy shit.
Yep.
Like this is from the Skywalk. This is like, I was dizzy. It's like 7 layers of glass underneath your feet, but I'm afraid of heights. I was fucking dizzy. And they make you wear these little booties on your shoes not to mess up the fucking glass with anything. Like if you're above a certain weight, you have to have booties because it messes up the fucking glass. And that's it. I've got some more. Like I've been to Katz's Deli in New York, which it's legitimately great. It's not only from When Harry Met Sally. By the way, that table is there if you want to sit on it. But the food is fucking good. It's really good pastrami sandwich. Other than that, like I went to the Hoover Dam because it's on the way to the Grand Canyon. It's nothing that you see in the movies. It is so fucking big. Like it's so fucking massive. And then you look behind the dam, you see the water levels can go up and down, and it leaves like a line where it could go. You're like, that's a ton of fucking water. And just think of how big everything is. It just gives you and you're standing there, it gives you like a scale of what the fuck is going on.
Do they still do the plane tours, or did they stop doing that?
What, over the Grand Canyon?
No, like when they fly through the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
With a chopper. Like I said.
Oh no, this isn't a plane. This was like a plane ride through the Grand Canyon.
I've seen. Well, they sell it over in Las Vegas. Actually, they sell the tickets over in Las Vegas, and then you go to Grand Canyon, and then you go on the trip. I haven't seen planes. Only seen choppers. I know for a fact there is a biplane ride from Vegas, from outside of Vegas, but I don't know where it actually goes. But you can actually go on an old-timey biplane kind of propeller. It's just like one pilot, one passenger, and it costs like $600 for 45 minutes.
Me and Shellback, we wanna do the burrow ride into the Grand Canyon.
Like
Hoover Dam's great. Hoover Dam is absolutely great. So if you go out there, you can get all kinds of cool stuff. Absolutely wonderful view. They've got tours. You can tour through the Hoover Dam. If you're ever out in Vegas, do the Hoover Dam stuff because
Hoover Dam is what, 35, about 40 minutes away.
35, 40 minutes away.
It's nothing. It's right on the border with Arizona. So if there's a lookout bridge. You can like stop at there's a place where you can stop like a small little parking space that you can go to, and then you climb up and you go on this special walkway bridge that you can walk through and just like take a picture of the dam, and then go back to the car and just keep going, and you'll just drive on the dam itself. I drove on the dam back and then forth, like on the dam itself, and there are parking spaces on both sides of the dam if you want to like literally
if you go up, there's a hill at the top with a little store, and they've got that little coin machine where you can put a couple bucks in and get the coins. That's pretty much where we parked, and then went around and walked around and did all that. And then
you can do whatever you want over there as long as you're not bringing any like you can't have any drones.
Yeah,
like
no
if
drones.
you go into the space where you can go to the Hoover Dam, it literally goes through like armed security, and they're like, do you got any weapons? A, B, do you got any drones?
Yep.
It's like no weapons, no drones. That's it. That's their only thing. And
if you do have something under your seat, just tell them no, I don't got shit.
Exactly.
I'm not advocating anything stupid. I'm just saying if you're like, damn, I didn't know this, and it's under your seat, just be like, no, man, I ain't got nothing, and leave it under your seat and don't do shit.
Yeah.
There you go. It's just a good, nice piece of advice. Leave it under your damn seat. Don't do shit, and don't be sweating. Be like, no, motherfucker, I ain't got nothing, because they will pull your ass out of the car and be like, look at the popping the gloves, and it's body cavity search time.
And you know what's crazy? Until a certain point, it didn't feel like I was in the States. Until I got to one place. It's on the way to the Grand Canyon. We went through it once, and we only took the picture when we got back from the Grand Canyon because we were in a sort of a hurry to go and do the thing, because on the way to the skywalk, there's a lot of lines to go through. This is when I felt like, yeah, I'm definitely in America. There's a shop out of nowhere that says Hot Diggity Dog, and it just sells dogs out in fucking bumfuck Arizona. I'm sorry to snowed up, but it's bumfuck Arizona.
Like what kind of breed?
They sold they had a special on bratwurst that day.
What about Chihuahuas?
I have no idea. I didn't ask what was in the dog, but it was fucking delicious. It was fucking delicious, and it just okay. I'm in America because I stepped in, and the Western thing where you go in and there are like swinging doors, and you go into a saloon and everybody looks at you. That is the feeling I got. It's like I walked in, with my fucking Batman shirt, and everybody looked at me, and I was like, "Please, 2 bratwursts, please, and I'll be all on my way."
Oh, you didn't try and do the American thing where you walk in and you're like, "Motherfucker, better be some bratwurst in here." Trying to be all New York and shit. Where's my bratwurst?
No fucking way. I just wanted to eat, and I like the sign, and I like the fact that it was out in nowhere. And what made me so laugh, because when you get to the Grand Canyon, the spots that we were in, this where the skywalk is, it is in a reservation. It's technically in a reservation. Not technically, it is in a reservation. So everybody who operates that part of the Grand Canyon are Native Americans.
Yes.
The thing is, on the line to the skywalk, you have to put your bags in a locker, because it's all about the weight. So that you put your bags in a locker. The locker is free of charge. Just put it in, and you go. Just when you finish the skywalk, you go back and take the stuff out of the locker. The only white guy there was the guy who's like, okay, 4 more in, because again the weight. It was like they looked at us and it's like, how many are you? It's like 4, because we're the 4 of us. It's like, okay, wait here. We'll finish up. We'll let some people in, and we'll get you through. And he looked at us because we spoke English. My kids spoke English too. But he said, "Where are you guys from?" It's like, my wife was like hesitant on telling them anybody in this trip where we are. So she said, "Well, we're the Middle East." And the guy was like, "Oh, where in the Middle East?" And my wife was like, "Israel." It's like, "Oh, dude, my mother lives in a city like in Israel." It's like, what the fuck? In the middle of the Arizona, in Indian territory, right?
That's how bumfuck as you were led to believe.
The one guy who has a mother that lives in my country, which is fucking insane. And it made me laugh so hard. And we were like, yeah, it's going on and everything, blah, 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 blah. Okay, go in. It was just a casual conversation.
Parrothead, what is up, brother? Throws in a $2 super chat and says, "Skull and tuck and roll. Skull and tuck and roll, brother. This one is just for you." Hey, Dickless, Dick, Rudolph, Dickless, Dickies, Dicky.
Just say Rudolph. Say Rudolph. Yeah, what?
Give us a tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
That's what I'm talking about. Snowdub, where did you go? Snowdub just took off. He's like,
shit, I've
he's
got it.
probably out walking the dog.
Yeah, maybe he had to pay. Maybe one of Jolly's hookers came by. You know.
Okay, Rudolph, you're in charge. Give me just a minute, because I gotta hit the head.
Okay. No pressure.
You got this, Rudolph.
Yeah. So what the so are you back home?
What?
Are you back home, Mephisto?
Yeah, I am back home. Yeah, I'm already back home. I've got some extra editions that I got from that museum. I got the Out of Time license plate. I got the Ecto 1 license plate too. I've added those to my collection, I would call it. I don't have much of a collection. The thing is, one of the things I actually really enjoyed was I got to go to a legit baseball game. Went to Yankee Stadium. I sat in. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. The fun thing was they played the Oakland A's, which was Mike's favorite team, and we were going.
Yeah, me and
the
reason I did is because Showback and myself, we're St. Louis Cardinal fans, and so the Yankees are probably like the only other team that have like more stuff than us. So
yeah. I like the Yankees since I was aware of baseball, which was about 94. So I don't technically follow it, but I was in New York, and it was either go to the Met Stadium, which no, or the Yankee Stadium, which is like, I'm from out of town basically, so it's either the Met one or the Yankee one. So I'm gonna go to the Yankee one. Went up basically the nosebleeds, but I don't know. I had great seats. I saw everything. I could hear the pop when it popped. The game wasn't that much. I mean, the first inning was like 4-1, and after that it was like tapered off.
Well, I mean, Yankee Stadium is, it is one of the more iconic stadiums. So, I can see why you went there. But, I got a question. Since we're back on talking about New York, I got a question for you. Showback, he'd get on the Twitter and stuff, and he'd see like several of your pictures, and and he'd show them to me. And you went to saw the Statue of Liberty too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was I was on the last day. And to be fair, we didn't really plan on doing it's sort of a ferry tour that takes about an hour. You go through Governor's Island, Staten Island, and Liberty Island, and then you like turn back around and go back. We didn't plan on doing that. We planned on something completely different originally, and because we kind of jumped from place to place to place to place all over New York, it kind of fell by the wayside. And on the last day, we were like, what is there left to do? Because we basically a day before we took the subway all the way up north to the northern parts of Central Park, and literally walked all the way down the park, which is, if you we didn't do it on a straight line. It takes a while to get to. Took about a couple of hours, and then we finished off doing the stupid like horse cart ride, just to do it, right? Just to do
it. Central Park would be cool.
Yeah.
Mephisto, did you go to Freedom Tower by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay.
We were close.
The memorial is, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It is such a beautiful memorial too.
Not our thing, memorials.
I understand. No, but Freedom Tower is freaking amazing.
With the, I bet Central Park was cool too. Especially with the lake and all. But I bet that was a nice little walk. My question though was, when you went to see the Statue of Liberty, did she come to life?
No, but there's, like I said, there are places where I've seen it, and there are places where if you've been there, it feels a bit different. It feels different when you're taking a picture from where it is, not Battery Park, I think. Where you can see
Battery Park. Yes.
It's a long way away, and you can, there it is, and there's sitting right underneath it in the ferry. It was like, holy shit! This is I understand why it represents what it represents, right?
Exactly.
Why it's just symbol to a lot of people, a lot of people. I don't mean just Americans. A lot of people around the world, this is one of the symbols that represents freedom. And it's a bit cliche to say it, but when you're under it, it feels different. And the only on the ferry itself, they play the Sinatra song and the Beyonce, the New York song. But the only thing that came in my mind was the Ghostbusters 2 songs. when they reanimate it,
Your love. Yeah.
it's getting me higher or keeping
Is
me high.
lifting me higher.
That's the song that was in my head when I was like looking at it. I was like, is she naked under that toga?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, what?
it's
I
just
she didn't come to life. You said she didn't come to life. I forgot. You gotta have the goo for that. You
The
gotta
goo,
put goo
yeah.
on her to make her move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't come through Texas. Should have come through Texas.
I wish. I told you the original trip was an RV from LA through Las Vegas, through Hoover Dam, Grand Canyon, and then down into Texas. Specifically, I think it was Livingston, where there's like the barbecue. There's the old chick in the barbecue. I don't remember what it is, but it's definitely like outside of Austin. I think it's Livingston, where you have to wait from like in the morning.
Okay, I joined just in time to hear Maki get mugged and murdered.
What? What?
I think he's just really excited that he saw you.
Yeah.
Oh, his
You're not
No,
supposed
I'm-
to sit
no,
on the
I'm-
mic-
No,
you're
I'm
not
getting
supposed to
out.
sit
No,
on
I
your
just
microphone.
Is that
no
it?
dickless. No dickless. I'm getting out of my
Yeah,
car.
Yeah, the microphone does not go there.
I don't know.
Yeah, so does you, but well, you go there, but no.
Oh, Cabin Tino, Cabin Room 2. What food did Makani order?
So I just got home from my buddy Mike's house, so I thought I'd pop in for a minute or so. Say hi.
Mike Roch?
Mexican Iron Man?
Who's?
He's not here.
No, he's out banging MILFs tonight.
He's no.
Unusual.
He's banging milfs and double fisting tacos. That's what he does.
Yeah, Mike Roch and Mike Mexican Iron Man broke up. Unfortunately, I guess Mike was jumping through too many windows, and Mike
Well,
Roch was
that's
worried
why
about his health.
that's why Jerry went over his house.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry, Gary, whatever.
Whatever.
No, I did not see Devil's Tower from Close Encounters. Sorry.
That is
Big
one
Mike.
I've always wanted to go to, Mephisto. I've always wanted to go to Mount Rushmore and Devil's Tower. Those are the two major locations I want to go.
I wish. Like I said, the original trip was
Be right
supposed to
back.
take us through Texas, down to Houston, and to Louisiana, dropping off the RV, and then taking a 22-hour train ride to New York, and then doing a little bit of New York, and then flying back home. And the original plan was like 3 days in New York. We wouldn't have been able to do what we've done in New York in 3 days.
Did someone say metrosexual Iron Man? .fu. That's always Mike's.
That's my
That's always.
tune.
But the fun thing is we did get to go to Coney Island. We did have Nathan's hot dog, which I wasn't impressed. And they did not have a bratwurst dog.
No,
had a regular
they've
Frankfurter.
no, they've absolutely gone. No, they've absolutely gone to shit, dude. Though that used to be the premier hot dog place, and they have gone to shit. If you watch what's his name? It's not Hell's Kitchen. It's the other one with Gordon Ramsay. It's the Kitchen Nightmares. Watch the Kitchen Nightmares about that place. I was like, dude, because I got to go out to New York when I was like 19, and I went out to Coney Island, and man, that place was like hot. It was damn hot. They had the best hot dogs I've ever had. Watch that shit with Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon. That place has gone to shit.
Well, they
Yeah, it's
franchised
a real
out.
shame.
They're just kind of everywhere now. Like they're at truck stops and gas stations, and little stops on the.
They had tons of little carts around New York that says Nathan's. I had a better chili cheese dog at a cart in the middle of New York than I had at Coney Island.
You got what is it called? Dirty Water hot dogs? Is that what they call them?
No. Was let's just say I expected a Latino server and I got an
Well, were
Arab
they grilled or were they
version
boiled
server,
hot
which was
dogs?
funny.
Mephisto. Was it boiled or grilled?
Boiled.
Okay, they call it dirty water. It's not really dirty water. What it is you slice up in a sausage and you boil it, and you slice it up into pieces and let it boil and flavor the water. Then you pile your dogs in there. And so that's just a nickname it's got, dirty water.
The Coney Island Nathan one was, I think
Nathan hot dogs. You can't beat them.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was not impressed.
Really?
They had the snap.
It's
the snap, but
it's the woman who inherited. It's the woman who inherited the store. The ones you get on the street, because I heard this because I told somebody to go there and he said exactly what Mephisto's saying. The ones you get on the street, those guys, they know what they're doing. They know that if they have shitty hot dogs, you ain't stopping and getting them from the carts. The actual store is run by the daughter or granddaughter or whatever, the guy who opened the store. That store is shit. She runs it like shit. Absolutely, positively not the way it used to be.
And this is my favorite dog, Mephisto. If you ever get a chance to try it, it is the Chicago style hot dog.
I couldn't get. I'm serious. I was looking for it. First of all, you know it was hard to find someone who sells corn dogs. I was like, my kids wanted to taste the corn dog.
Good luck.
I don't care for corn dogs. I don't mind corn dogs. It's just not my thing. But my kids wanted to try a corn dog. We finally got one at a random cart in Central Park, like on the next to the last day.
Oh shit, we lost Machini.
And we couldn't even get a corn dog in Nathan's. I was like, Nathan's doesn't sell corn dogs or bratwurst. No relish. I was like, I'm in New York. I need a fucking dog with relish. What the fuck is going on? No relish, no onions, no nothing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you got to yell out, hey, I'm trying to get a hot dog here.
No sauerkraut neither. I like sauerkraut.
There was one place that got sauerkraut. One place. And you know where that was? On the ferry going to the Liberty Island. They had stupid boiled dogs that are like, they were not good, but they offered sauerkraut. And of course, I didn't eat them because they didn't look good. But my kids, my kids don't eat sauerkraut.
You got to go to a good fair. So when you go to a good fair, you're going to get like the ones we have here in Texas. You're going to get all kinds of fried stuff that is absolutely positively magic. They've got fried butter. Tom, they've got fried Oreos. They've got fried everything.
Fried Twinkies.
Fried butter.
Yeah.
How do you fry butter?
You freeze it. You freeze the stick.
It,
you
put breading on it. You fry it, and then you serve it. It's terrible.
It's absolutely terrible. But the fried ice cream, Tom, they freeze dry that shit, the ice cream, and then they bread it. And holy crap, they like zero it out as far as how cold they get it, and then they bread it and fry it. That is some good stuff.
I
tell
you what,
the best thing from a fair is funnel cake.
Yes.
The best restaurant, the best place I ate was Peter Luger's in Brooklyn, not the one in Vegas. Peter Luger in Brooklyn. I expected a monster bill. Like, we planned this out. We expected a monster bill, like $600.
No snacks.
He hit it. No snacks. Someone caught it. What are those snacks on Tom's left? And will Mikey yell at him later? I bet you he will. I bet you he will.
But Peter Luger,
oh my God.
We ordered the two-man steak. It fucking the most delicious steak I ever had in my fucking life. And it was like, not a prime cut. It was just a regular porterhouse, nothing fancy, right? The juiciest, the greatest piece of meat I ever had in my life. And I had Wagyu steak, and nothing compared to what I just put in my mouth. It is so fucking good.
If you go to the stockyards in Fort Worth, they will literally slice a piece off the fucking cow, cook it for you.
Also, would somebody please
Oh.
capture him saying "put something in his mouth" so I can play that later?
Oh
yeah,
Chris, if you're still out there listening, please do that.
Well,
Deborah Cohen says funnel cake, cakes and cream.
Yeah.
Branson, Missouri. You will get a funnel cake with ice cream, chocolate sauce, of strawberries. They go all out.
Branson?
In Branson, it's cakes and cream.
Holy shit, Deborah, you and Loki and I need to get together sometime here. We need to just come hang out and like simulcast a show from Branson. We'll do it from Branson.
From cakes and cream.
They also have a 1984 there, but
yes,
owned by my friend Chris and his wife, husband Scott. They own that, and we could go hang out there. They'll let us broadcast from there.
Hell yes.
Oh
yes.
I didn't mention a big shout out and big thanks to Matt Kadish from the Salty Nerd podcast. He had me and my family on. He took us a tour of his place. The man is just legit one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I know some of you have met him in real life. He's soft spoken, just as he is in the podcast. He's just as cool to talk to.
Don't let that fool
kind of
you.
guy. Oh, shut up. You know who
I know him all
Bill
day
Ryder
long.
says only good
He's
thing
a
from New
slave
York
driver.
He's a slave driver.
Only thing good from New York was the pizza. Hands down, the best pizza on the face of the planet.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
We ate at
Loki, that bunghole itch is my buddy Mike that I've been with all day today.
Branson don't play. We will fatten you up real good. Abso-freaking-lutely, dude. I used to live in Branson. That's where I was over in Springfield one day looking through stuff with Eris. Eris came to
And you
Branson.
ran into my partner,
and
Keith.
we ran into Keith. And absolutely, dude. I know it was tough leaving. It was very tough leaving, but I did it. I did it for love. And I didn't look back. So Silver Dollar City, that's right. Silver Dollar City. Peril Ryder says Branson, the Ned Flanders, Las Vegas. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. It's the Christian Strip was what I used to call it. The Christian Strip, because it's like the Vegas Strip, but for Christians. So absolutely, and that's not damning Christians or anything like that. That's just what I mean.
I think that's
they've
where
got all
Culture
kinds of
Casino was put together and manufactured.
It's possible.
Probably.
It is very possible.
Pretty sure.
His head is too big for the rest of his body.
Well, he looks
is
like
Culture
an
Casino
illegitimate
the Ned
Branson child.
Flanders of the Fellowship or something.
No, he's the Branson of the Fellowship.
See, I told you Mac would be back.
Hey, Mac.
Mac Attack is back, Jack.
Well, I feel bad because the last time I was on here, I think it was here, right, where I promised Snowdub a rap song and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me one, and I made a
I did,
freaking
but-
music video out of it. Everybody loves it.
But I actually did a rap song this time.
Oh, you did another one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we get McKinney to mute her?
Yeah, mute Mac, Loki.
I'm the whitest bread, the slice that's plain. Hot as ice, no street cred to my name. I'm like Wonder Bread, soft and square. You wonder why won't find me hanging with the cool kids over there. I stay in a lot and go home early. No one wants to date me, they find me uncool. I'm a rapper without swag, a clown without funny. Just a plain run-of-the-mill everyday fool. Hip-hop's all about the flashy and loud. But here I am, gayest bastard in the crowd. I stick out like a sore thumb and a broken toe. My love life is like my song, all beat and no flow. I'm such a loser, I can't even stand the sound of my own voice or my own face. I'm such a loser, that if there was a competition for losers, I'd still score second place. If I even got a date, don't need to worry about no condom anytime. As far as birth control, my face does just fine. I'm such a loser, as a matter of fact, I threw a boomerang, and the mother
I love this song, this is great.
Man, that's really whack. It's such a burden going through life with no dignity. I'm such a loser, my own
wrote that for you, Gary.
I want you to write one for me. I love this. This is so perfect if it is for me.
I didn't just make it. I got to come up with something backdoor-licious for you.
Backdoor-licious. And you got to say something about how I'm such a big loser.
I'm such a loser, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I love that because I've always considered myself a bit of a loser.
Can I get one too, Tom? Or is it?
I can work on it. I just write this shit when I can.
Okay.
I'm not done with my Bob.
I'm such a loser. I can't even take I can't win my own race or whatever that was. Oh my God, I took second place.
Y'all are trying to turn Tom into Oprah Winfrey. You get a song, and you get a song, and you get a song.
That was really good, Tom. I'm serious, man. That hurt my face. I laughed so hard.
I thought I was muted and I wasn't.
I'm such a loser. If there was a competition for losers, I'd still get second place. That's the
I'll
one.
still say second place. That is the best line. Oh my God.
My favorite one is I'm such a loser. My birth control is an apology.
Oh, here's one also that you could throw in. I couldn't score a pity party. I couldn't score at a pity party. There you go.
Oh, I think there's enough non-scoring already.
Good night, Sagadorb 9.
Oh, and by the way, Punkwaddle, happy birthday. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, fuck you now.
I didn't do much. I just stayed alive. So, made it this
I worked my way out of my mother's vagina. It was fun.
Yeah. I guess.
I guess. You guess.
I mean, I can't remember, so yeah.
Well, I heard playing Fortnite affects your memory. So
I hear it's good for your hand-eye coordination.
Bert nerd.
Check this shit out, Tom. John, Das Wolfen was doing his game night tonight, and before he's even finished, I had a claim on the show because the music within the game.
Oh yeah, you'll run into that. Yeah.
So I'm like, really? It's in the fucking YouTube is just ridiculous, dude. Rumble is the old West, and that's why I like it. They just got to fix some shit. Hey, by the way, I love the posters Loki's got, but I really love your posters too. The middle one is by my mentor, Drew Struzan.
This one?
Yep. Drew Struzan is the best teacher I ever had on doing artwork. Because that's what I do for a living is art.
That I prefer that poster to the first one because it just includes the doc in it.
I will up your video game music copyright claim and hit you with I paid for the commercial rights for this song and they still hit me.
Oh, I got claimed on a song I wrote. True story. You ask Anima. She saw it and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Somebody from Brazil claimed my music.
So I'm working on working this out. They sent back the first one and said tough shit. We don't accept it, but I'm working on it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, who the hell did we just lose? We just lost somebody.
I don't know. But I got
we lost Joe Bob. I say we lost Joe Bob.
We lost Dave Bob, the Rooster. Dave Bob.
Did I call him Joe Bob? I'm sorry. I meant Dave Bob. I was thinking about
the Rooster, Dave Bob.
I say. Boy.
Before we lose Tom, I got to tell him something. And he's probably like, damn you, Loki. I hate hearing the story. Over 4 years ago now, we in a round table in Xanadu. That's Doomcock's domain. And we were all hanging out. And Tom told me and Dave Bob, y'all got voices for radio. Y'all should be doing a YouTube channel. Might even want to do YouTube together. There he is, the man himself, Dave Bob. And Tom said, y'all, and encouraged us to do a YouTube channel. And Dave Bob says, you won't ever catch me on the YouTubes. I'm too old for that shit. And I said, no one wants to listen to me, Tom. No one wants to listen to me talk. And they still don't want to listen to me. But I said, nobody wants to listen to me talk about shit, Tom. And he goes, nah, man, you guys got the voice for radio. You could do that. And encouraged us to do something.
You also have faces for radio.
That's right. We do. Indeed, we do. We have faces for radio.
And now that you mention it, I regret it every day of my life.
Exactly. Exactly. Holy shit. But that, when I started thinking about this, and I started thinking about, you know what, I might want to do this, I thought about that, and it was encouraging. So thank you. Thank you very
Somebody
much.
should have told Gary he's got a face for radio.
I've been told that every part of my body was meant for
Voice for radio and the body of an old man.
You know, your penis belongs on radio.
Pell Rider said, well, this isn't a big celebration. Gonna Jack, congrats again, Loki. Keep it up.
Plus, I've also got a shared screen here, Loki, if you'll show it real quick. I'll promote Tom and me tomorrow. We'll be doing The Departed. Looking forward to that.
Departed.
And Jackson there doing a little bit of talking.
That's a classic. One of my favorites by Scorsese. And it really is Nicholson at his peak. And I would even say Leo does a pretty good job in this one.
Oh, he's great.
He's kind of a hit or miss, but this one he hits. And the
Well,
whole
they did a really good job
good.
of not just doing a remake or readapting of the Korean film Infernal Affairs, but adding other elements in that deal with the Winter Hill gang and what's his name, the Irish mobster that Nicholson's character is based on. They did a great job.
I had the name.
Whitey Bulger.
Whitey
Bulger. Just popped into my head. Whitey Bulger. This is just a fantastic film with just one of those turn on a fucking dime endings. You get a double whammy at the end of this. It's like a twofer.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time is The Departed.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a fucking classic, yeah.
When I went
And I'm
to
looking
LA,
forward to us doing that tomorrow.
when I was in LA, when I did the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I had to go to the Chinese theater. And one of the things I was looking for was like my favorite actors. One is definitely Robin Williams. And I got to see The Star, which is, you know, The Star wasn't a big hit. It's just a star on the street, right? The big thing is the Chinese theater and what they have there. Now, I know that they move some of them away. Not all of them are there, but Williams is there. If you want to share my screen, it's up there. But Jack is there, and a few more.
You know how small? Do you know how small? What's his name? John Wayne's hands and feet were. I was like, holy shit! He had tiny hands and tiny feet. I did not expect that.
But you know what that means, right?
Yeah, exactly. All screws. So we've got the Willis, because you have to put on the Willis. And this is Robin Williams. Small hands, large shoes. And
were those clown shoes?
I don't know if he had clown shoes that day, but he
They
has
look
like
really
tiny
big.
hands and huge shoes. I don't know where it is, but I had Jimmy Stewart as well.
Oh,
Jimmy
man,
Stewart
Jimmy
has
Stewart.
got like huge fucking hands.
There's a little there's a little shop right across the street from there. At least there was the last time I was there, that sold pictures, signed pictures, you know, all that kind of stuff, like collectibles. I got a signed picture from all the original cast of the original Magnificent Seven for my dad while we were there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Steve McQueen too?
All of them. Every single member
Wow.
signed it. I was absolutely blown away.
How'd you get Steve McQueen? He's been dead forever.
It was they had it there. They had it up on the wall.
Oh, it's already.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
I
was
didn't get
gonna
it
say, like-
signed by them. No.
okay.
This was
surprised
something
they
that
even
was
had
already
that.
done.
Somebody
Yeah.
else had collected the autograph.
Somebody has
Gotcha.
collected.
Gotcha.
Yes, somebody else had collected the autographs, and it did cost me like a whole year's worth of mowing lawns and shit. But
They
it
had a
was worth
poster
it.
shop like that up in Sacramento, or as we in California used to call sack of tomatoes. It was a like an antique movie poster shop, and they had a Star Wars poster that I say was supposedly signed by the entire cast. But I begin to really wonder sometimes, if you get my drift, that they faked some of those. Someone did. Because you'll find that counterfeit signatures.
I'll tell you what, though, you never go to the guy that the Pawn Stars use to authenticate signatures, because he turned out to be a massive fucking con artist.
Oh, are you serious? That
Still-
dude's a con
they
man?
still use them after I knew he was a fucking con artist. Or he's not a
Yikes.
con artist, but he's like, he represents himself like an expert, and he's not really. But they still bring him. His name is like Steve something. But what they do is on the show, he appears and authenticates stuff and gives you an estimate. But for real, they've got their own guy authenticating stuff and giving them their estimate and just feeding it to that fucking Steve dude. He's a fucking nobody.
But they use him as like their beard for the real guy that does it.
Whatever it is. He used to be like coming in and giving his real estimate, but then they realized, well, he's full of shit. Then they used it like a legit guy and with a real estimate.
I say, Dave Bob, it looks like you unaged about 50 years.
You were a sexy motherfucker in the 70s.
Somebody looks like Richard Hatch from Battlestar Galactica.
Right?
Absolutely.
Why was everybody sexier in the 70s? What the fuck?
It was the hair, man.
You ever
70s
see
hair,
that?
man.
Like, did you see one ugly person in the 70s? No!
It was
Never!
That's really hard, though. Yeah, I was like, oh, you're a hard person.
Maybe we should bring
In the
back.
80s,
Even
too.
Ron Jeremy
Even
was sexy in the
Sylvester
70s.
exactly. Ron Jeremy and Sylvester Stallone were fucking sex symbols, for God's sake.
So feather the hair and more down the middle parts, and then we're all gonna look good.
Yeah.
Oh, that cracks me up. though.
1980 was a good year.
It
That's
was.
air dried. That's air
I was
dried.
fucking
I was
bored,
about to say, I
dude.
could go
Holy
full-
shit.
I was like I said, I could pull the full shaft look. You know.
Dave Bob got in his car, put the top down, and let it air dry the hair. He just drove around the block for like 15 minutes until his hair was dry, and then he was
Who
like,
has
perfect.
time for a blow dry?
Yeah. He popped them T-tops and he was gone, buddy.
That's right. That is right.
Looked like fucking Tony Danza.
Oh,
Right?
God damn.
Richard Hatch.
I had
no.
Tony
Who's
Danza
the boss?
hair back in the 70s.
Now we know who's the boss. Now we know who the boss is.
Oh my God. On that note, we're gonna
I
send
was gonna say
everybody.
David Cassidy.
We're gonna send everybody over to Mead here in just a minute. We've got it set up so it'll auto shoot everybody over there and spray all over. Yeah.
It'd be a
That was a wonderful choice of words,
Whatever.
there, Loki. Wonderful choice of words.
Hey, Tom, do you like bukkake?
I like cake.
No.
I like cake.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
I will say this.
I
I
am
got a
not
lot
that
of-
kind of sock.
I got a lot of birthday cake today from friends and coworkers, so I might have some to
Aw.
share.
Hey,
A
can you
happy
put some in
birthday.
an envelope and send it down to me.
All right. I'll
Again,
smush-
a
that'll be
happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Punk
Yeah.
Walker.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, little penguin
Happy
sheriff.
birthday to you. You smell like a zoo.
Get
It's
cake
almost
shaped.
over. Another 10 minutes and your birthday's
I mean,
over. But seriously,
penguin
happy
shit on
birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, thank you, guys.
Oh, Kimi, rosemary garlic.
Absolutely. Butter steaks are the best steaks, man.
All right, so we got Midnight's Edge coming up next. Snowdub was before this. If you didn't see that stream, check him out. Yes, we hit 3K overnight, and we celebrated this morning and tonight. Thank you
Nice.
so very much, everybody. Thank you for thank you for putting up with my ass, because I know I get loud. I scream in the morning. You're like, who's this guy screaming in my ear first thing in the morning saying, Valhalla, what is your profession? Go, and all that stuff. But guys, thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the time you spend here. Each and every one of you, you guys literally keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't true. You guys do it all. So thank you. Huge thank you to everybody. Huge thank you to my co-hosts, to my wrench team. Really quick before we get out of here. Chris Persia, Mark the Infinitely Tired, Project Storytime. I couldn't ask. Josh, Zero. I couldn't ask for better wrenches. I couldn't ask for a better wrench team that works together. You guys each do your own thing and keep an eye on everything and welcome people up in the morning. And you guys are the absolute best. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah Cohen. Check out Snowdub's previous stream, Chris Persia, right there with the link. Thank you so very much, Chris Persia. You guys keep us going. Dave Bob, my brother Dave Bob, who was like, I will get you on a stream one day. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. And I said, I don't care, Southern bastard. I'm getting you on a stream. And I did, and I got really lucky. I'm so very lucky to have the crew I do. So thank you guys so very much.
You know, now we need to get you to 4K because from what I hear, once you reach 4K, you get better definition.
Oh my God. Oh, there's the link. If you don't want to get sent over there automatically, there's the link for Mead. He's doing Mead Radio tonight, right after this. Go listen to some good tunes. Kiss your sweetheart. Hang out with that someone special and listen to Mead Radio. It's like the old school radio, but better because it's Tom. So, anybody want to throw anything out before we leave?
Yes.
Mahogany, shoot.
There will not be a Tuesday morning show.
Okay.
You do realize what Tuesday is, right?
The day after Monday.
Holocaust Day in Israel? By the way, that's true.
It's May 7th.
Yeah. You know what May 7th is, right?
Kotaku Blocky Day or some shit?
I'm doing a birthday stream.
I'm
doing a birthday show that night.
Happy birthday. I got to put that in my calendar. I'm putting that in my calendar right now.
I am Tuesday. I think it's probably going to be at 7 p.m. PST. 7 p.m. PST. I will be doing a birthday celebration. So
right on.
Yeah, so we're going.
He'll finally.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Thank you.
He'll finally be legal.
To do what? I don't know.
Got it. Why did it say from 11 p.m.? Son of a bitch.
7 p.m. It'll be in the evening. So
damn it. Okay.
See you on Mead Radio, guys. Love you.
See you later, Tom.
Bye.
All right, we're getting out of here, guys. Stay safe. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter, and make sure you're subscribed to this wonderful panel of people. Man, guys, have a great weekend. I might do a walkthrough of the entire studio. I don't know. It might happen. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm fighting copyright. I may have to get a lawyer. A lot of stuff going on. Plus, I'm redoing all the intros. And we are getting President Mexican Iron Man merch. Mike and Loki for 2028. Yeah. Running for president in 2028.
2024.
And I'll be his VP. He will constantly be in the residence of the White House with Mags. He's never going to leave. He's going to spend his whole 4 years there. And it'll be me. Mike.
For 8.
Yeah, for 8 years. Mike, we need you. I'm busy, Loki. Oh, bitch. So, guys, have a great one. Have a great weekend, and we'll see. If I don't see you over the weekend, I will be over at Brandon's, but just for like 10, 15 minutes. First thing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Besides that, I don't know if I'll be around or not. You may see me, you may not. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. We'll see you on the next late show with Loki and Snowdub and this wonderful panel of guests next Friday. Have a great one, everybody.
Peace.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.